G'day folks, welcome back to the blind test drive, and today on the channel it's probably the closest thing to a test drive we're actually going to do, because this is a car video. Beside me here is my 1996 VS Holden Statesman. I'd always wanted a project car and eventually got one last November, but it's been so long since I've done a video because I've had so many technical issues that I haven't gotten around to filming this. So a little bit of background, it's not really a project car because it's actually in really good nick. So let's call it a hobby car, maybe that's a better term. These were produced by General Motors Holden, which was the GM here in Australia, and they were a long wheelbase, or based on the long wheelbase station wagon chassis of their Holden Commodore, but the Statesman was a sort of a bespoke body, and it was designed as a luxury model. They used to use them for running politicians around, those sorts of things. They used to use them as limos, and you could get them in a couple of different forms. You could get the Caprice, which had all the leather interior and things, and then you could get the Statesman, which was the velour. This one is a V6, and it, prior to me buying it in November, it had been in the same family since new, so for the better part of 30 years. So we've got the full history on it. It is running its original engine. It has had the gearbox rebuilt, and it's had some work done on suspension and those kinds of things, but the body work, the paint job, all of that is actually still original. It's been garaged all its life and extremely well kept. So let's take you for a little bit of a look around the exterior and the interior with the head mount, and hopefully you'll actually be able to see something. So on the back of the vehicle there we have got an aftermarket spoiler, which was fitted from new, but I think it was probably a dealer accessory. And these things had a massive boot in them for all of your luggage and bits and pieces like that. You can probably see on the back window we did take it in the Rocky Nats, so it has got the Rocky Nats sticker on the back window, and there's another one on the windscreen. So if we move around the vehicle, as you can see, it's also got the wraparound back window. The bodywork in general is in really nice condition. There's, you know, a couple of little bits of wear and tear, but considering it's the original paint, it's actually in really nice nick. I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that it has the a Caprice, Holden Caprice grill on the front rather than the Statesman grill. Not really sure I know the difference, but that's what the previous owner told me. And then if we come back around to the other side of it, again, as you can see, really nice condition. Now these things had a ton of room in the back of them, and I'll try and demonstrate that. If you look at the amount of leg room that I've got in here, if we can actually see that shell, hopefully we can, you know, plenty of room. And it's all nice velour interior. I will get out of the way so that Michelle can film that for me. And yeah, just a heap of room for you know, important people, of which I am not one. In the front we have a similar velour interior. We've got you know, climate control aircon. We have the original cassette deck and 10 stacker CD, which I'm not going to take out because I just love the originality of it. So and that all still works too, and if we do want to pair our phones to it, we can of course do that with a little Bluetooth FM transmitter or whatever. So I'm not going to mess around and put a new head unit in. The dash is in really good nick. There's only one little crack in the dash. We have climate control aircon, which for 1996 was actually pretty advanced. And in general, again, let's say the interior is in really nice condition. It's got about 280,000 kilometres on it. So again, for that sort of mileage, it's pretty good. All right, let's just pause there briefly, and then I'll pop the bonnet and we can have a quick look under the hood. And under the bonnet here we have the mighty Holden Ecotech V6. These were a 3.8 litre V6. I can't remember what the original one was called that was used in the VN, VP and VR, but in the VS they used the Ecotech. It smoothed out some of the harshness of this engine. They were a Buick designed engine. The original form was fairly agricultural. These were a lot smoother, produced a bit more power, and you could actually get in the Statesman, and I think in some of the Commodores, a supercharged version. I have been tempted to fit a supercharger to this, but I probably won't, simply because I don't want to compromise the originality. As I said, you could also get these in a 5 litre V8, but this is the V6, so it's a wee bit more economical, but it's nice and smooth and quiet, and the engine itself, as you can probably see, the engine bay is actually in really good nick as well. Not quite eat your dinner off the rocker cover, but you know, pretty clean for a 30-year-old car. And it's mated to a 4-speed 4L60E automatic, as most of these were. So that's a quick look under the bonnet. What we will just quickly do is I'll start it up, and we'll capture a little bit of audio so you can get an idea of what it sounds like, and then we will call it a day and get out of here because it's kind of windy. So she's very quiet from the front. The aircon compressor and the fans make more noise than the rest of the motor. And we'll just go to the back and get a little bit of the note from the back end. Stock exhaust. Nothing fancy really about the exhaust, and I don't really want to put a noisy exhaust on it because it doesn't really suit the car. If it was a performance car it would make sense, but as a luxury car I don't think it suits it. So there you go, folks. That is my 1996 VS Statesman hobby car. As I said, closest to a test drive you're going to get on this channel, probably. I don't know, maybe I will have a drive one day. But we will be doing a few car shows with it, so I will be probably putting a few of those things up on the channel. And I've got lots of plans too for other things, like some more boat videos, caravan videos, cook-ups, that kind of thing, now that I've got the technical issues sorted. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.